Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this week's live marketing chats. This week, we're going to be doing live landing page reviews. My name is Izzy Palmerin, and I do marketing here at KickoffLabs. Let me go ahead and tell everybody in the chat to press play now. So as mentioned, we're going to be doing live landing page reviews this chat. Every week, we do our live webinars every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific. And we change our format every now and then. Sometimes we do interviews with successful Kickoff Labs customers. Sometimes we do in-depth tutorials showing showing how to best use our platform. And sometimes we do live landing page reviews like the one today. So we're going to be doing landing page reviews, and I already have some pages that I have open and already available. But as always, if you're already here and you're a Kickoff Labs customer, obviously we give preference to our Kickoff Labs customers. But if you're already here and you want your landing page reviewed, just go ahead and mention it in the chat. So I already have a page for USC Fool. We have a page for Forest Stylers. Hopefully we'll get a chance to look at Ron's page, which is lawdocs.com. And we also have grad channels. So there's a few pages already in queue. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start sharing my screen, and we'll start reviewing the pages. And also, please feel free to provide any feedback. Like, you guys are to review the pages with me. Usually, we're doing these live landing page reviews with our co-founder, Josh Ledgard. However, he's out of the office today, so that's why me, Izzy Palmerin, who usually accompanies Josh for these reviews, is taking charge on this one. So I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen. One sec. Okay, so you should be seeing my screen correctly now. Can somebody in the chat please confirm that you're not seeing any kind of funky errors on my screen? Just go ahead and let me know. Okay, TV lift cabinet. I'm sorry. We'll be sure to review your page as well. So if somebody in the chat could just let me know that my screen sharing works well. Right now we should be looking at the chat, and right now I'm going to be switching over to. Let's go ahead and look at UCF Fool's page, since he was so helpful last week, providing a lot of feedback. So that just goes to show, if you speak up in the chat and you provide feedback, we'll probably give you guys a little bit of preference. So let's look at BuyBox. buybox.novelrank.com/trial. So we were able to quickly review this page last week, so I'm not going to go too in depth in it, but I'm seeing here that is, it's the same concept of offering trial codes for you. Well, it was like sample codes for products for Amazon sellers, and it's still not 100% clear to me, that this is for Amazon sellers. I'm seeing that you did take our advice of placing a testimonial up here. Everything else looks great, but I'm still looking like at results delivered. You're still talking about the actual features of the page, and like I said, like if I'm a cold person, kind of like landing on this page, hopefully this page should be getting a lot more referral traffic. But if I'm a cold lead landing on this page, it's still kind of I'm still kind of confused as to what's going on. And actually, I recall as well, UCF Fool, that when I signed up for this service last week, it took quite a while for those codes to be emailed to me. It took like, according to me, it took like over 10 hours for those codes to be sent to me. So you might want to look into how fast your email auto response is being sent to your leads, because usually people want instantaneous feedback. They sign up on the form and they want something instantaneous sent to them. Maybe you can try following up with just a basic email that says, hey, your codes are on their way. They'll be here within the next 24 hours. So, sit tight. Codes are on their way. Just so people are aware, and just so they're not just like waiting for those codes to actually come in. Because like I said, I was actually waiting quite a while for those codes, and I was kind of surprised when they finally popped up. So, taking a look at the rest of the page, I mean, your call to action start batch still kind of confuses me. I know that it's like a batch reporting system, but just being 100% clear, if you have a list of UPS, what I would do as well, I would actually make this text area a little bit larger, because it says try it now with 10 free codes, but this is really, this this headline here, I think it would work better either under your form or above your form, right when they're ready to actually click. Try it free now, and you're gonna just go ahead and click and try it free. I would also make this section a little bit larger because this is really, it's the actual explanation of your actual service. If you have a list of UPCs from a wholesaler, we can give you actionable Amazon buy review. Okay, just all kinds of data in one spreadsheet. So I would make that the actual headline, so it's easier to read, larger to read, because this is the same size as your testimonial, and your testimonial uses bold. This does not, so it's kind of buried underneath there. But I think that's your overall value proposition explained clearly right here. So hopefully you see a full, that was enough feedback for you guys. Cool. So it's a queue. So yeah, I mean, the batch wasn't run instantly. I mean, even if you're doing it manually, because especially with like a startup, you probably don't have the entire backend programmed. So everything is just like running perfectly. You're probably doing a lot of things manually, but just even sending that first email reply that that says, hey, your leads or your spreadsheet and your codes are on their way. So just wait up for that. So just so you're aware. So I have Aiden in the chat asking, hey, do you do non-KickoffLabs reviews? Yes, we do. I'm a customer progressing to slightly more detailed WordPress. Yes, we definitely do non-KickoffLabs page reviews. So, but obviously, since we have so many customers, we tend to give preference to either people who are KickoffLabs customers or to people who actually speak up in the chat. Okay. So the next page I'm just gonna go ahead and go through these pages in order because I love the people who are here. For starters, let's go ahead and get to your page while we're at it. So the reason why I actually left this, okay, this is our bounce exit intent widget. So it says here, sign up and win selfie stick. I would actually put sign up and win a selfie stick. Just watch out with your grammar. Okay, so I left this open. This bounce exit intent, basically, it popped up when I tried to scroll away from the page because I opened the page and I quickly looked at it and then I was going to open another page. But this popped up, but I just wanted to quickly show you how you have this awesome incentive of like sign up and win a selfie stick. That's an awesome incentive, for free. But let me see if there's any mention of it on the page. Because right now the mention is of $4 and for me to sign up is, it's a new mobile app for the fashion community. I love this actual big headline, clear, big, it's easy to understand, and the images really help to like support that. So you see like an outfit here, people in cool clothing here, and then you see a closet in the back. Free and by invitation only. See, so I'm not really seeing any mention of the selfie stick. Oh, here we go. So won a gift. Left your email and win. Okay, so you got to take care of that grammar just a little bit. So we would want to say leave your email or enter your email and win a handheld selfie stick with Bluetooth for free. So you want to take care of that of some of those grammatical errors. Let's see your headlines as well. Before I start talking about the incentive as well, I'll just go ahead and start flowing through the rest of the page because the incentive actually starts down here. What I would really do is push this incentive a little bit higher up and start kind of explaining, because right now what you're trying to do is just, I mean, yes, you want people interested in your app. You want to educate them about your app, that they could get inspired, that they could share their style and want to remove doubts. This is kind of, this headline doesn't really make too much sense to me. Like want to make sure that your style fits with the rest of your closer, just something that's just a little bit more, that just explains a little bit more of the service. But like right here, basically what you're doing, you're like explaining what the app is. What I really do is just, since you're just trying to get people to actually sign up, I would, really what I would do is create a new version of this page and A/B test it against this version. You could do that easily inside of our platform, inside of KickoffLabs. And I would remove probably, I would probably keep 1 or 2 of these sections, but remove another 2 or 3 of these. See how there's in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections in total. I would probably have limit of 3 possibly, so people don't have to scroll all the way down to actually see the incentive for signing up, because I think you'll actually get a lot of people signing up just for the mere incentive. And really, since you're trying to, since you're trying to grow your email subscriber list, the main goal here is to try to get as many emails as possible in as little time as possible. So don't make people kind of like dig through the page and look for information and say, okay, well, this copy, this is what makes me want to click, or this is what makes me want to enter my email address. Just limit the amount of information on basic landing pages. But like I said, always A/B test it. Always A/B test it, because you never know what kind of page your audience is going to react best against. What I'm mentioning, why I mentioned to actually cut down on some of these sections and some of the content. I'm actually talking about conversion-centered design. So we at Kickoff Labs, we tend, all of our themes, all of our templates, any work that we do, any custom work, it's all focused around conversion-centered design. And conversion-centered design is basically eliminating any distractions that are going to prevent people from taking the single action that you want people to take on the page. So Forstaller, I really like that you guys actually put the incentive here on the page, but I would test this a little bit higher up. So everything else looks great. I love the page. Let me quickly sign up. Let me see what your thank you page looks like, because I really like this page. What do you guys think about this page? Oh, okay. So right now you're actually using our defaults thank you, and actually you have it with the text in black and the text in blue, and this is making it a little bit hard to read. I would really leverage our thank you pages, because our thank you pages are really gonna help make your campaign go viral. Let me show you a quick example. Hold on. I'm gonna link to our thank you pages. One sec. I'm gonna drop in that link into our live chat. So this is how you can improve your conversion rate with thank you pages, because I mean, I really think that with the recent release of our thank you pages, they've just been released in the wild for a little over a month, maybe 2 months. We've had tons of people just getting huge success using linking up landing pages with their thank you pages. So instead of like me just entering my email address and just getting like a standard message, which if you're going to keep it like this, be sure that the font is readable on your background, so you can actually test that within the preview window. Just be sure that if you will keep it like this, make sure that it's readable. But if not, like I said, I would totally leverage a thank you page. A thank you page is going to be its own dedicated page where people, after they sign up, they'll be sent there, and they'll get, you can set it up as a referral rewards, or if you're not, if you don't have any prizes that you're actually going to be giving out, you can use it as a wait list or as a simple leaderboard, just so people know where they are in line, where they stand, how many people they've referred so far. So there's tons of options, and even though it's kind of gimmicky, I mean, those kind of like gimmicky leaderboard, wait lists, social referral stuff, rewards, even if it's like a cheesy reward, just like a 5% coupon or like 10% off, anything. I mean, that's gonna help drive your conversion rate. That's gonna help engage your audience and help them. It's gonna help the overall experience of your campaign, and it'll help your conversion rate. So very, very strongly suggested. And okay, so we went through Force Others page. Ron, okay, so Ron, let's go through your page real quick. I don't want to have you waiting around too long. So law docs, okay. So I'm seeing that you did change your call to actions. Oh, I love this. This is perfect. This is exactly what we wanted to see. I love how your new layout is. Start my D, perfect. This is exactly what we wanted to see. But let me see what happens when I click on it. Is it going to ask me for email? Okay, yes. So it's taking me to to the exact page that I would expect it to take me to, like to start your order page. Obviously, Ron, I would be tracking all of this inside of Google Analytics, just in case you get any drop off on your conversion rate from how it was before. Just so you're aware, whenever you make any strong changes to your homepage or any changes to your actual funnel, you want to be well, you want to be aware that you're making those updates, or that those updates are trackable inside of inside of your Google Analytics, which is generally what most people use for tracking analytics. I mean, there's other tools like Clicky, and there's a whole bunch of other tools, but I tend to use Google Analytics. Google Analytics because it's great. It's a great tool and it's free. So, but this is exactly the kind of layout that Josh and I had in mind. You know, you either get the chance. Okay, so let me see what happened there. So you either get the chance to view a pricing page, choose a document. Okay, boom. So you can kind of choose which document you want to look at. But I don't see any call to action. Oh, here we go. I would probably add like just like a small like click here or like click here to learn, because hovering above these headlines kind of isn't too obvious to me. Just adding just like a small learn more or like a click here button that's highlighted. That's just a slightly different color. The standard link blue would be best, to be honest with you. So I like the way that's laid out. Let me see how, because I think something weird happened when I clicked download your free guide. So how to make great documents. Yes, I want to learn how to make great documents. What's going to happen when I click here? So it seems as if it's not really taking me to the page where it should be taking me. Ron, you might want to look into that issue, because I can see the link that it wants to take me to is it's like a HubSpot link, but doesn't seem to be hooked up correctly. Okay, just so you're aware. But pretty much this is exactly how we kind of envisioned the actual layout. Just getting people to actually take action, like start my trust, start my will. You know, just get action. Well, get to taking action as soon as possible. So I really love these new changes. Awesome law docs page, Ron. So hats off to you. But like I said, look into this little issue here, because seems to be something wrong with the download your free guide, which I want to see it. You know, I want to see what your guide looks like. Okie dokie. Not connected yet. Okay, so that's the issue. No worries, Ron. No worries. Let's go ahead and start looking at grad channels. Okay, perfect. Grad channels. Okay, so since I have so many web pages open, it's kind of slow to load up. But okay, so let's look at grad channels. So it's published to gradchannels.com. Great job in using your own custom domain. That's usually what we tend to recommend. I know that this is a KickoffLabs page because this is one of our themes, and like I said, great job in using your own custom domain. That helps to build customer trust. We have our own free domain, which you can obviously publish all of your pages to, but generally we recommend that only for testing. You know, like if you want to see your website published live, you know, live to the live web, go ahead. You know, feel free and publish to our kickoff pages domain. But for like a real site, we honestly recommend using your own custom domain. It's gonna help drive your conversion rate up. I mean, it's proven. It's gonna drive your conversion rate up, and it's gonna build customer trust. So that's just proven. So great job on that. Grad channels get the heads up on great products and awesome deals. So, you know, looking at the page, it's kind of limited in copy, and also this white on your background. It's slightly hard to read. I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that this theme has the option to change the actual image overlay, like the transparency of it. If it doesn't, go ahead and let us know. We can change the actual transparency. That's very easy to do. Just so this text becomes a little bit just so it's a little bit more readable. But also, what I would do, I would give more context as to what's going on. You know, what kind of products, what kind of deals are they? Digital deals? Are they digital products? Are they physical products? And it says here, the students and grads only. I love this because you're actually excluding people, and that's actually something that in marketing practices, it's a great strategy. You want to exclude as many people from your offering as possible, because you want people to actually land on the page and say, oh, okay, cool, this is for me. Or you want them to land on the page and say, okay, this is not for me. Okay, great, because that way you'll get you'll get a much more defined audience, and these people will be much more interested in your offering. So, so saying who it's for, this is a great strategy. It's for students and grads. But I would actually, like I said, I would provide more information as to what kind of products, what kind of deals. I mean, this image doesn't really show me too much. Maybe you can use another kind of background image that provides a little bit more context about your actual offering, and this call to action as well. Join us, get in the know. Doesn't really provide, it doesn't stimulate me to take any action. It's just like, okay, get in the know, join us, and what for? What's the reason that I should join up? I would actually, once you've added a little bit more copy to your page, to this top section and to your form section, the form section, I would try to add some kind of incentive as well. I mean, there's no incentive on the page to actually sign up. Just even if it's like, sign up to get the free, to get the 5 free tips that students and grads need to know to find great products and awesome deals. Just some kind of incentive that can really help drive your conversion rate up. Just providing something, because I feel as if this page is still in progress. If it's not, let me know. But it still needs a little bit more copy added to it, just so you actually get people taking action on the page. Because I wouldn't want you to to release this campaign into the public and get a really low conversion rate and be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? So that's really what I would do. I would really focus on providing just a little bit more copy, and perhaps providing some kind of incentive that is unique to students and grads. Like the five top tips for, or like the 5 best schools. Just something that is valuable and that's also free for students and for grads and for grad students. So great page. I mean, overall, I actually like your actual design, and the logo looks great as well. So cool. We're going to be looking now. We're going to be looking at cool. So we're going to be looking at tvliftcabinet.com. And remember, if you're in the chat and you want us to take a look at your page, you want me, Izzy, to take a look at your page, speak up and go ahead and just share your page there in the chat. So I'm going to be looking at casual strains right after. And I think that's all the pages that we have. I have several pages in my queue, but just so you're aware, if you're here and you want your review, speak up now or forever hold your peace. Okay, so tvliftcabinet.com. So we're looking at factory direct TV lift cabinets. Okay, cool. And I like the actual layout of the page. Very woody. Just brown woody. I like this actual Norton shopping secure. So people feel safe on the page. This is very important. These kind of trust elements, especially when it's a sales page and you're showing prices right away. People see prices $3,099, $2,099. Okay, it's great to reassure people that that their purchase is 100% satisfaction guaranteed, and it's also safe to do. You guys are a BBB accredited business, so that's awesome. So let me, TV lift cabinet. Could you tell me what the main goal is on the page? Like, okay, so what's your main goal? You want somebody to actually land on this page and to do what? Do you want them to call you guys? Do you want them to start going through your actual stock, through your inventory? Do you want them to click a buy now button, which there's no buy now button here on this actual page, which is something that I would actually change. I would actually just put a buy now button right underneath here, just so people, if they see it and they like it, they can buy now and go direct to that, to the page, instead of this page, it would already take them to their cart page, and they would already have some, okay, but I'm seeing that you have like some warranty information that you would need them to fill out. So, I mean, so that's not a problem. Just drive them to the actual product page, but put like a buy now button, because right now, I mean, just as I mentioned with, I've one of the past pages, with law docs, don't assume that people are going to be clicking on the actual headlines, and especially when they don't change color. I mean, yes, you'll see the actual underline link happen. So I'll hover above carousel white, and I'll see that it's, I could kind of tell that it's a link, but actually providing a button, buttons really go a long way, or even like a learn more, or just something that'll get people clicking on that, because not everybody's going to be clicking on images, not everybody clicks on links, and not everybody clicks on buttons. So you want to give them options, basically. Let me see if you've responded. Okay, so begin selecting a product. Too soon to buy. They need to get to the product page to see if their TV and equipment fits. Okay, so that's the goal. What I'm kind of worried about as well is that, you know, seeing as your price point is just a little bit high, this it usually tends to take people more than a single visit to actually convert. I wonder if you have that kind of information in your Google Analytics accounts. There's something called funnel reports inside of Google Analytics, which is really cool. Like it informs you. I think it's called funnel reports, or it's called like conversion path. I think it's called conversion path. But basically, it'll show you the actual path that customers take in order to either make a sale, make a purchase, or sign up on a newsletter, or sign up for free. You know, sign up to an application, something like that. But just to get a better idea of how people are interacting with your site, and what is the actual path that people are taking, and I would start by optimizing that path as well. So so if you're seeing that most people are first clicking into the categories pages, like for the TV lift cabinets, or for the foot up beds, or if they're going directly into the product pages, I would really try to optimize that process. Let me see if you provided a little bit more feedback. Okay, so actually, and another thing that I was actually going to mention is that, okay, so looking at the actual conversion path inside of Google Analytics, you can actually tell that very likely most people are not making the purchase on their first visit. So it'll probably take people 1, 2, 3 visits to actually make a purchase, especially at this price point, which it's not a high price point. I mean, that's the value, that's the cost of the actual product. So it's very fair to actually have it priced as. But like I said, people kind of tend to walk away whenever it's whenever it's a high price. Like, they'll walk away and they want to learn some more. So leveraging some kind of exit intent widgets, you saw on the $4 page, which was, well, I have it closed now, but when I tried to mouse away from the page, it'll say, hey, you know what, sign up here, before you leave, sign up here and get the best tips to to measure or to fit a TV into our TV cabinets. It's all about also it's all about providing some kind of incentive, whether people are going to be signing up or not. If I'm not ready to actually sign up, I might just leave, and that's it. I'm not going to, I might not return to tvliftcabinet.com. I might, or I just might not. But that's why you want to kind of have ways to capture leads somewhere on your site. I'm not even seeing any kind of like email capture, like subscribe to our newsletter here. So that's something I'm actually concerned about. I would try to whether it's an exit intent or just something that says subscribe, subscribe for cool TV cabinet tips or like woodworking tips, just something that's actually kind of related. I'm not sure, if woodworking would really help for your audience, but just something that's dedicated for your audience. What are your audience's interests? Is it decoration, or like just showing them some kind of information, whether it's like a quick 2 or 3 page little pamphlet showing, hey, you know what, these are some of our best designs, sign up now to have a look at our best designs and how they look inside of your home. Just something like that. Those little things are going to get people signing up, and they'll keep people in your funnel, because that's important. You want to keep people inside of your purchase funnel, your marketing funnel, whatever funnel that is. You want to keep them inside of that funnel, because once they're out, it's really hard to get them back in. So that's my advice for TV lift cabinet. And I said I'm going to be looking at casual strains. Okay. So we're going to give it a sec to load up. Like I said, my connection's kind of slow because I have a lot of pages. Okie dokie. So right now we're looking at casualstrains.com, and I'm seeing that it's creates some kind of like weird URL for me, but I mean that's okay. Hopefully this is like a testing, because people, if they land on this page and they're seeing some like doing WP cron, they're like, okay, what's going on? So anyways, so looking at the page, it's a very well well-designed page, and right away it tells me casual strains clothing. Boom. So I know what's going on the page. We create unstereotyped cannabis strain clothing. Now, what does that mean? Is it like, is the clothing made from hemp? Or, I mean, I know it's not made from cannabis, but is the clothing made from hemp? I kind of would like to know, 100% cotton, or like 100% organic cotton, or like 100% organic hemp. That would be cool to know, because I'm not 100% familiar with the audience, but I'm pretty sure that if they're cannabis consumers, they're probably concerned with like health and stuff like. Well, who knows? Who knows? But let's take a look at the shirt. So you're saying, okay, so right away it's a shirt, athletic fit, heather soft. Okay, so it's just like a little bit of details here in an image. There's no actual like text. I guess the only text on the page is the well, in this section is the actual price, and it says get this shirt. Okay, well, the layout is just a little bit hard to navigate. I mean, if there's like an awesome shirt here at the bottom, it's gonna take me a lot of scrolling to actually see that shirt. And I might, and like, what if this is the perfect shirt for me, but I don't get there because it's like, okay, I don't like this one, I don't like this one, I'm gonna stop going through these. I'm kind of tired of scrolling. These sections are a little bit too large. Possibly the possibility of like having just smaller thumbnails here at the top or something that says, okay, well, these are our shirts, these are what they look like, and if you click on it, it'll like scroll down to that section. Because like I said, what if there's an awesome shirt? This is the one that I that's perfect for me, but I didn't really get to that section because it just took a little bit too much scrolling, and I just clicked away from the page. Something you should be aware of. The actual layout, it's a zigzag layout, which kind of throws me off just slightly. Josh and I, Josh, our co-founder, he's not with us right now. He's out of the office, but something that's like kind of a pet peeve of ours is the new trend of like placing things zigzagged. So what's happening here? So you have shirt on one side, description on the other, and then description on one side, shirt on the other, and then shirt, description, and that's how it's zigzagging. Now, the thing that doesn't drive me crazy about this is that the call to action is moving places. So right now we have this call to action here to the right side, and then all of a sudden I'll scroll down. It's like, okay, I like this shirt, but then the call to action is on this side now, and that's something that just honestly bugs us as far as like looking at it through conversion-centered design. It's like, okay, we have to go through one side to the other side to the other side. I know the images are actual links. I mean, obviously I could click the image and I'll get to the same page, but as I mentioned in my previous review, you'll have some people clicking the headlines, you'll have some people clicking the image, and you'll have some people clicking the call to action. So you want to all, so you want to send those all to the same place, and just try not to move the call to action and the call to action elements too much around on the page. And so let me see here. So you do have like a newsletter. Sign up to get the latest news and update information. Don't worry, we don't send spam. There's not really any incentive, to actually sign up for casual strains. There's no, I have no context as to what kind of newsletters you guys have sent in the past. Just like telling people, because collecting emails is a great strategy. Email newsletters and sending emails either one-to-one or through newsletters, like through services like MailChimp or any other newsletter service. I'm sorry. Emails has the highest return on investment of anything. So looking at social media, looking at content marketing, look at any other kind of marketing strategy, email has the highest return on investment. Okay, so it's very important to build up your actual email list. And I'm not just saying this myself. There's actual studies that have been done recently, and many of the top marketers say that email collection is by far the greatest strategy for building your business. So so just trying to get people to sign up for your newsletter, even if it's just a newsletter. You can at a later date you can still push offers, you can still push sales, and it's just a lot easier to get to people through emails as opposed to like Facebook and social media. Facebook especially. I mean, Facebook has hands down become a pay-to-play platform. So like you can't really get to new audiences on Facebook, because you pretty much have to pay for ads. I mean, Facebook has changed their actual algorithms, and now Facebook pages don't don't really get any news feed time. You know, it's really hard to. And same goes for social media like Twitter. I mean, Twitter, it's just full of information. I mean, if you're hanging out in the main Twitter feed, you're going to see things scrolling down, just boom, boom, just flying down. So it's really hard to capture people's attention. But through email, it's still, you know, it's still very easy to do that. So let me see what happens if I try to scroll away from the page. Okay, so there's no exit intent. Nothing here to actually prevent me from just leaving the page and closing it forever. So be careful with that. I'm going to quickly click into the actual product page, and let's see if you have any comments. Hey, TV lift cabinet. Yeah. Well, it says that you have an exit over, that you do have an exit intent. Yeah, I'm not sure why it wasn't overlaying for me. Maybe because I opened it in another tab. You know, I have two tabs here, but it's strange because this is the first time that I'm opening up your page. If it's it might have something to do with your settings. I know that we have that KickoffLabs Bounce has a setting, so you can set it either to renew the actual cookies either daily or weekly or monthly or once per session. So if you have that option, that would be cool to actually reset it. So I'm looking at the casual strains purchase page at the product page, and you know, and like I said here, this is cool how you have it here. You have your actual little thumbnails here that are kind of guiding people around. They're a little too small for my eyes, the actual images, but yeah, I mean, the fact that you're putting them there really seems to work out. And you know, this is just a basic page. Choose your size, okay. But like I said, kind of focusing on doing some kind of email capture. You know, these. Okay, here we go. So show off your favorite strain, get 20% off. Okay, cool. So you do have some kind of incentive, but there's no like email. I should have clicked on that. I mean, I kind of wonder what would have happened if I clicked on it. But yeah, I mean, that's my feedback. I like the page. I like the actual design. I would just try to explain a little bit more as to what the actual clothing is made out of, because people tend to care nowadays. And yeah, I mean, great job. Just focusing also on trying to build your email subscriber list, because that's really going to help build your business, especially when you have such limited products. I mean, you really want to get your products bought by as many people as possible. So email collection. That's my advice. Alrighty, so we're going to be looking, and that was Tony's page. So Tony, hopefully that was some good advice, some good feedback for you. If there's anyone else in the chat that needs their page reviewed, speak up now, because we still have about 20 minutes left. So I'll be going through some pages that we had in our queue, and if you want your page reviewed, just let us know. So right now I'm looking at getpool.com. This is a really nice, nice little page. And so it's smart photo sharing. Sign up for early access to Pool and pleasantly infrequent updates by email, Twitter, and Facebook. Okay, so I kind of like how this actual page is actually laid out. What do you guys think? There's like a basic first name, your email address, and sign up. I would actually try to change this call to action button text, just to be, I mean, it could be something more more action based, like sign up to start sharing photos, or start your photo sharing, or start sharing smarter photos, something like that. I mean, sign up could work, but you never know. Like I said, I would always A/B test it. I love A/B testing call to action buttons, because that's probably one of the most important elements on a page, because that's what people are actually clicking on. And the text has a lot to do. The actual button text has a lot to do with whether or not people will be clicking. So, if it said submit, I probably would be a little bit turned off. But sign up is not as bad as submit, but something else would be better, in my opinion. So super simple sharing. Pool automatically recognizes who you take photos with, and then makes it super easy to privately share them. Okay, so it's easily explained here. Actually, I like that they explain it here. They explain what their app is about, what's going on, and what to expect. So you're busy living in a moment. Pool, let Pool remind you to share your photos later. Cool. So very easy. Let me see if I would wonder if that sends me to the top. Yeah, I mean, it kind of jumps to the top. I would prefer like a smooth scroll, and have it focus, because usually, on some of our landing page themes, uh, this isn't a Kickoff Labs theme, but well, actually, I think it is. I think they've actually customized it, which actually, I'll tell you right now if it is. Yes, it is. It is our viral rewards theme, but it has a lot of heavy customization, and that's probably what's going on here. Uh, so since this is a Kickoff Labs page, let us know, and we can actually update this. So when you click on it, it'll it'll autofocus here, like it'll smooth scroll, and it'll autofocus there. So like all people would need to do is just start filling in their information, as opposed to just being scrolled to the top, just like jumped to the top, and not knowing which action to take. Same goes for all of these buttons as well, because I'm seeing that they all send to the same link. And this map kind of like threw me off a little bit. Like this background threw me off just slightly, because down here it's not there. But I mean, but it doesn't look too bad, honestly. What do you guys think? What do you guys in the chat think? How does this map background look? Does it really throw me off? The reason why it does work, the only reason why it does work is because it's actually spaced to where this header row is. See this like slightly dark header row here in the middle of these two features? Since it's the same width, that's the only reason that it works. So good job on that. I mean, if it was like full page or like full width, it probably wouldn't work with the rest of the sections. But since it is, I mean, technically, speaking of like design, it does work. So let's take a look at the rest of the page. Sign up for early access to Pool for iOS. Jump in. Boom. Okay. So yeah, like I said, these buttons, in my opinion, would work better if they smooth scrolled up to the top and they auto focused here. So let's see what happens if I sign up. Okay, so one more thing it says here. Thanks for jumping in. One more thing. Please click the verification link we just emailed you to confirm your early access. Okay, watch your email inbox and your invitation to the portal. And yes, I can see here, I can see through my iDevice my iPad that I did receive their email. And there's no share links, there's no share buttons here. I'm wondering if that's done purposely. If you only want people signing up and not sharing via social. Let's take a look at the email that I received from them. Okay, so it just says, thanks for your interest in Pool. So it kind of works weird, because inside of the actual email, you do have these share links, and it says, or copy and paste this into your favorite service. But on the actual page, when I share up, when I sign up, there are no share links. So that's something that you might want to update. I mean, just so the experience flows from the landing page and from the thank you message to the autoresponder email. Just so everything lines up, because I'm not sure what your strategy is. If anybody from getpool.com is in the chat, I mean, let us know. Are you guys purposely excluding share buttons, and why you would be doing that from your thank you message? I mean, that's definitely that's definitely an option. Nothing is wrong or right to do. We generally recommend just trying to get people to share your page, because you want as many people to sign up, but it really depends on your business strategy. So yeah, I mean, I like the page. I like the autoresponder email. Let's see what else it tells me. Okay, so just all they're really talking about is like getting early access, and that's really like the real incentive on the page, is just getting early access. And yeah, sign up for early access. If there was some other kind of incentive, I mean, for me to like share with friends, like I think that this page would really work well with our waitlist theme, where it works a lot like the Robinhood launch theme, which let me go ahead and show you guys as well. We have a waitlist theme which models the Robinhood page, Robinhood launch page. Maybe you guys have seen it, maybe you guys have not, which is pretty much this page here. And these are several iterations of it. But basically what they're doing, they're sending people to a wait list. And the wait list kind of like looks like this. So it'll tell you your number on the wait list, how many people in line are after you, how many friends you've referred so far, and how many, and you can actually put like how many friends or how many social referrals it would take for a person to get early access. So you could say like, okay, so this page is going to take, okay, so this is just like a basic page. So I haven't signed up or anything, so that's why it says 0, and inline after you 0, friends referred 0, obviously. But this page would technically would take 5 referrals for me to get early access, and that really helps to like drive campaign and conversion rates up, because what's happening is you're kind of gamifying the actual system, and gamification, I mean, we all know, I mean, drives up engagement, uh, really helps your audience just feel as if they're a part of your actual campaign. So, in my opinion, this would work really well. Like a get pool, pushing to a get pool wait list, and it's like, okay, well, you want early access? Okay, invite 3 friends, invite 5 friends, invite 10 friends, whatever number you actually decide, and start pushing people to your wait list page and to your thank you page, and start and have people share crazy. I mean, you want as many people as you want as you can to download. Well, to sign up for your email subscriber lists prior to actually downloading your app. If you want to hear about an awesome success story, let me share another one. We have we have the Acompli launch story, which actually our co-founder Josh Ledgard was able to interview. Kevin Henriksen, he's one of the co-founders of Acompli, and pretty much, they're a mobile app. They were acquired by Microsoft for a very large sum of money, and what they did, they used KickoffLabs to collect email addresses both prior to the launch and after the launch, and this is a great story. I'm going to go ahead and share this in the chat as well, but it's a great story. So so just so you know, I mean, for any mobile app, I would start collecting emails as soon as possible, and try to gamifying the system, providing incentive for people is really going to help drive the actual campaign conversion rate. Cool. So we took a look at that page. If there's anyone else in the chat, remember to speak up. We only have a few more minutes left, probably about 10 minutes left, and then I'll be talking a little bit about KickoffLabs and then signing off. And also, just so you're aware, if anybody has any questions regarding the actual KickoffLabs platform or any of your campaigns or anything like that, let us know. I'm happy to help. It doesn't have to be all about live landing page reviews. We're happy to talk about any kind of our any kind of issue that you're having. So this is another page. This is from fundingrainbows.com, and this is a KickoffLabs customer. So one thing that's kind of throwing me off on the page is the background image. I mean, yes, Funding Rainbows. I mean, you wanna this is obviously for the LGBT community, which I'm not mistaken. I think it's okay. Here it says here LGBT, which is totally cool. But what kind of throws me off is that is like you're saying Funding Rainbows in your domain name, and then here the actual background image has like a rainbow of it, and it looks it just looks a little bit cheesy to my eyes. I'm sorry to say, but it looks a little bit cheesy. I think I love the actual idea, Funding Rainbows, get early access, and to win $500 to invest in an LGBT friendly startup, business, artist, venture. Cool. So that's like super awesome. I mean, so you're a hate-free zone helping everyone raise funds for their dreams. That's awesome. I love that. But the image doesn't really scream that. Like the image to me screams kind of like, okay, 3D rendering, kind of cheesy. It just doesn't look that great. Some kind of background image where it's like where it doesn't have to be like an openly gay couple that's like doing something, but somebody like working on something, just a person. I mean, a person working either in an office, working on their art, working behind a desk, just doing something. I think that would give a lot more context, because like I said, the rainbow is already in the name, so it doesn't really need to be in the background image, in my opinion. Also, something that kind of throws me off is like all these changes in in the font color. So it's like enter to win in like a magenta. It says get early access in a blue, the $500 in green, and then the like us on Facebook in black, and then the call to action in magenta. These buttons in green at the bottom. There's just a lot of colors going on here. I would really stick just to a single color, and also stick to a single font, because I'm seeing that there's like 3 or 4 style fonts here on this actual. Well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4. 4 because the actual image has a different font as well. So there's several different fonts here on the page. Whenever in doubt, use a single font. Use a single font. I can't stress how important that is, because it's just harder for the eyes to actually read the page. What do you guys in the chat think? Is it easy to read a page like this, or is it kind of difficult, reading a page when there's just so many colors and font choices going on? Let me know. I want to know, is it easy to read? And so stick, like I said, whenever in doubt, use a single font. It's just best to use a single font, and a single color, I mean, links, sure, go ahead and color your links as blue. But if there's no links on the page, I mean, there's no reason to have any blue color, and no reason to have any magenta color. Just keep it all the same color, in my opinion. And let's see what happens when I sign up on the page here, just out of curiosity. Okay, so they're sending me to their Facebook page, which is a strategy, definitely a strategy. We tend to not really see too many people doing this, like pushing people to their Facebook page. Let me see how many likes you have on your page, because that's really gonna show me if it's been working or not. 3 people like this page, so not very many likes at this time. And you have been doing some sharing, 20 hours ago, a few days ago. So there is some sharing on this page. It looks like it just started a couple days ago on the 16th of April, so not too long. But a better strategy could be, just a basic thank you, and like, please share this on Facebook, please share this on Twitter, because not everyone is using the same social network. Not everyone is on Facebook and wants to share with like everybody. Some people are on Twitter, some people are on different, and plus you're already telling them, like us on Facebook. So there's really no reason to be sending them to your Facebook page. If they already like it, taking that first step, just after they actually sign up, have it with either with the standard thank you message, or using one of our thank you pages, and tell people, please share this with like-minded friends. I mean, I know you know people like us. Make sure that they hear about this, and make sure that they get their chance to win $500 to invest. So yeah, I mean, pretty much those are all the changes that I would make on the page. Something that's slightly throwing me off as well, and I don't know why, but is the HTTPS. Like, this is under a secure server. Is there any real reason for this to be under a secure server? I know that it takes a little bit of work to actually set this up. It probably takes about an hour or so to actually set this up. Was it worth it? Do you really need those? Do you really need to set this up? When you're talking about launching campaigns, you want to get your campaign out the door as quick as possible. That's something that I see a lot of our customers actually struggling with. That that they want their page to be perfect. They want everything to be perfect. Obviously, you need a nice looking page. You need a well-designed page before you launch it to the world, before you start promoting any kind of campaign. But also don't stress about all the little elements. Don't stress about combining a headline font with the body font, or like finding a color scheme that'll work with this magenta. Like, okay, well, I found this color scheme inside of Color Lovers. This green works with this blue. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You want to get your campaign outdoor as quick as possible, and just make adjustments accordingly. So if something, if something is not converting the way you like it, A/B test it. I mean, make a slight change, A/B test it. It might work. It might, it might improve your actual conversion rate. It might not. But it's all about a learning experience, and it's all about just simply getting it done, and pushing your campaign out the door, and start pushing leads to it now. That's my advice. Hopefully this campaign is actually live already, but Looking at the Facebook page, I'm not sure because they only have 3 likes. So hopefully it is live now. Hey, Eddie, sure. We can take a look at your page. Looks as if it's going to be the last page. So you're, right on time. It looks like a lottery page. Yeah, their Facebook. You see a full. Yep. I totally agree. It just kind of like threw me off. It's like after signing up, it's like, why should it go to their Facebook page? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. So we're looking at Eddie's page. Cool. So veterans own a home with no down payment and special rates. So preferred email. This kind of throws me off a little bit where it says preferred email. What if you just put like your best email or something like that? Because preferred email, does that have something to do with like military? Do military or do servicemen use something called a preferred email? Because if not, it kind of confuses me. So the information will be emailed to you. Okay, own a home with no down payment. But what information though? I mean, right here it already starts to say the information, but I don't know which information. Obviously, it's information about owning a home with no down payment and special rates, but kind of like talking a little bit more about the actual information. I wouldn't really start cluttering up this headline area with more text, but I would probably say like sign up and this valuable information will be emailed to you, because if you're saying the email, the information is like, okay, well, I still need some more context, but placing like valuable information will be emailed to you. So okay, attention veterans, I'm sorry, lower your monthly payments without the hassle of refinancing. Okay, so here's really what's going on. This is what you're talking about, lowering your payments with no out-of-pocket costs. This program is only available to U.S. military veterans, which I also like, which is something that I mentioned in a slightly previous review, excluding people from your page, just telling them who it's for and who this is not for. This program is only available to veterans. And okay, so I'm looking at your testimonials. I would really put images inside of this testimonial, and between people in the chat and me, it's okay if it's not real people. Obviously it's better to use real people, real customers, but if it's not, it's okay to use a picture of your aunt or somebody real in your life. I wouldn't go putting like a stock image, because people can easily identify stock images, and whenever it's like a stock image face, they'll say, hey, I saw that face on another website saying another testimonial. That's weird. So I mean, placing either a real image of a real customer or just a real image of a real family member, of a real friend, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. That face is actually going to help drive conversion rate, and it's going to help drive trust up. That's actually proven as well. A lot of people have done studies where placing a face on a page is really going to help just bring the trust up on the page. There's already faces here, but they're kind of like buried in the back. So if you had like a nice, like a big round face here with the foreground slightly showing, I would read it and I would say, okay, well, this person really did say this. Okay, makes sense. Active Rain, Trulia. Are you sure that you want to make sure that these are the actual places where they're commenting from? I think these might be our defaults, but I might be mistaken. And it says, okay, so own a home, no down payment, special rates. I want to know. Okay, so I would probably try testing the actual call to action button text as well against something like, as opposed to like, I want to know, maybe using something like get my free info now or get the info now. But obviously A/B testing against that. Obviously A/B testing against that. And let me see what happens. See, I love that smooth scroll. This is what I was talking about with the get pool page, where you could just click a button, it smooth scrolls up, and boom, I'm already focused it into here in the middle. So I don't really need to click anywhere. All I need to do is just fill out my email address, and I'll click thank you. I'm sorry, click submit, and it's a basic thanks. Thank you. Please check your inbox, including the spam folder. Okay, so it's good that you're instructing people just in case that they get it in their spam folders to just check there for further instructions. And click on your favorite social provider. What I would do as well, I mean, you're just basically just trying to get people to share with like-minded friends, which is okay. I mean, there's no really incentive. There's no incentive on the page right now. It says sharing our content is highly encouraged. So the only incentive is your encouragement, which is okay. Which is okay. It could work, but I'll probably just slightly design this page where everything is just centered in the middle, because right here you have your image in the center. Yeah, please check your inbox in the center, but this is pushed to the left. The social buttons and the unique referral link, this is pushed to the left. If you're not able to do that, let us know. We can easily update that for you. So focusing on some kind of incentive on the page as well, that would really, if it doesn't necessarily have to be on the actual page, but it can be in the thank you message, just letting people know that share our content with your fellow servicemen, and help them save money too. There's this, obviously there's a really, really strong sense of camaraderie with veterans and with servicemen. So taking advantage of that, and telling them, because you're saying right now is just sharing our content, doing it for us is highly encouraged. We encourage you to, no, you want them to, feel as if they're taking their own initiative. So like tell them, share with your fellow servicemen and help them save money too. Something like that. I think that can really work. So yeah, I think that was pretty much all the time that we had for today's reviews. Eddie, hopefully that was plenty of feedback for you. And because we're running a little bit long, but that's totally okay with me. If there's anybody else on the chat, speak up now, because I'm going to be doing my slight little outro now. So if you happen to be watching this and you're not yet a Kickoff Labs customer yet, Kickoff Labs is the quick and easy way to build viral campaigns and get new customers. And we want you guys to stop building just landing pages. Okay, a lot of the other guys just let you build simple landing pages. A lot of them, sorry to say, not even mobile optimized. So you have to have a certain version for the desktop version, another version for your mobile. It just becomes a mess. So we help you start building smarter campaigns. All of our stuff is mobile optimized, and these are the kind of campaigns that you can actually run with Kickoff Labs. So we have tons of customers running successful social referral competitions. Build your wait list so you have a line of customers waiting out the door once you're ready to actually launch. You can create your perfect coming soon landing page so you can start boosting your growth and start focusing on building your actual business instead of focusing on trying to collect email addresses once you've already launched. And so this is just an idea of what you can do with Kickoff Labs. We're a lot more than just landing pages. We do opt-in forms. You can actually use our opt-in forms to embed onto any theme. So we have landing page themes. Yeah, we have about 40 plus of them, and we're always adding more to our library. But if you don't like any of our themes, we have opt-in forms which can be embedded into literally any landing page, any site, it can even be an unbound page. It can be an Instapage page. It doesn't matter. Our forms will work. And you can convert any page into a Kickoff Labs page to get all of the viral benefits, all of the viral boost referrals, A/B split testing, email replies, all that good stuff. So your campaigns are a huge success, and we're more than happy to help building your campaign. And our support is the cat's meow. Really, there's nothing better than our than our support. We love doing these landing page reviews, and next week we're probably going to be doing some more landing page reviews. Stay tuned, because we might be changing the topic slightly. So just stay tuned, and we'll let you guys know what's going on for next week. And also be sure to join us every Thursday for our webinars starting at 11 a.m. Pacific. And they usually don't go so long, but since today we had a lot of pages to review, went a little bit longer. Thanks a lot for joining us. I'll go ahead and show my face one last time. I'm Izzy. I do growth marketing here at Kickoff Labs, and thank you very much for joining us. Look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thanks.